when you're dealing with disposal of resources, okay, the one thing that you need to be aware of is that, in principle, there is no disposal which would be viewed as environmental. You see, any use of resources and the subsequent disposal will have an impact on the environment. Hence, the idea behind environmentally responsible disposal is to minimize the negative impact such disposals may have on the environment. This is something that any procurement professional, supply chain profession, or anyone dealing with whole life asset management has to be aware of. In fact, the whole thing of triple bottom line, okay, which is a concept in sustainability, is tied down to this. And that is something that you're going to look at, okay? Triple bottom line is something that we'll look at in an upcoming video. Hence, if you haven't subscribed, kindly do, okay? Because you're going to have more of these videos and pretty much other kinds of videos as we continue. And if you've subscribed and you have a comment, leave it in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you actually like it. Now let's move on. Circular economy is a principle that most companies will adopt to help with environmentally responsible disposal. So what is this all about? First of all, you need to understand that the circular economy, circular economy in this case refers to a principle of maximizing reuse and value extraction of materials and product rather than disposal without consideration of outcome. Now, to understand that, let's look at that in practice. Let's think of a mid-sized furniture manufacturing company. In fact, because you're good at names, okay, let's call it ABC Furnitures, okay? So ABC Furnitures. The business produces various types of wooden furniture, chairs, tables, okay, cabinets, bed frames. So the company is doing well. That's pretty much what you're saying. What is the issue here then? ABC Furnitures has a challenge with its waste disposals. In the past, the company has been disposing of its wood waste through landfilling or incineration, which is not only costly, but also harmful to the environment due to the release of greenhouse gases and other pollutants. And so the company decides to go with the circular economy principle. Meaning what? Meaning they start with waste minimization. They optimize their manufacturing process to reduce the amount of wood waste generated during cutting, shaping, and assembling furniture components. But then again, just because you're minimizing the waste that you're producing doesn't really mean that you're going to be using everything, okay? You'll still have waste nonetheless. You just have less of it, but you'll still have it. So instead of discarding all wood waste, ABC Furniture identifies reusable materials within their wood stream. Scrap of wood that are too small for furniture production are repurposed for other applications such as making wooden pellets for biomass heating or as raw material for composite wood products. And the larger pieces of wood, okay, that can't be used, is sent to recycling facility. Here, the wood is processed into wood chips or mulch for landscaping and gardening purposes. ABC Furniture explores partnership with other industries that can use recycled wood as raw material for their products, such as paper or packaging manufacturers, biomass, okay, energy technology, etc. So you get the picture, right? The idea is that the company just doesn't dispose of its waste directly. They're looking at it and thinking, what other value can we get from this? So they are thinking of it in terms of, yes, we used it here, can it also work here and here and here, hence the cycle. What are the benefits of doing this? Now, implementing a circular economy from a business perspective, okay, or from, in this case, this business perspective, will have a number of advantages, okay, or a number of benefits. In this case, you're looking at things like significant cost saving through waste reduction and resource optimization, improved environmental performance with reduced greenhouse emission and landfill diversion, enhanced reputation and customer loyalty due to sustainable business practices, new revenue stream from recycling and energy recovery initiative. You also have increased resilience to raw material price fluctuation by leveraging recycled material. And I just have to point out that this video is actually part of what you study if you're taking whole life asset management in CIPS, that is L4 M7, level 4 module 7, for those who are studying that. That is assuming you're watching this video and you're a student of that, right? So in the description, I've added a link to summarized videos regarding that entire module. I've also added a link to practice exercises that you can undertake if you are studying for level 4, module 7, whole life asset management. So you can check them out in the video, in addition to the study guides that are also, in the description of the video, in addition to the study guides. Now, the circular economy can take any of the following 3 forms: closed loop, open loop, or mixed loop. Closed loop recycling is the process by which a product or material can be used and then turned into new product, or converted back to raw material without losing its properties during the recycling process. Let's look at an example of how that works, So let's look at that in practice. So let's say you buy a canned soda or beer, drink and then dispose the can in the recycle bin. The cans are then transported into a recycling facility where they're going to be sorted, cleaned, shredded to produce aluminium scraps. So the can is going to be melted, turned into a new can, for beer or soda, which you buy and then you dispose after you're done drinking, and the disposal process starts again. That is the closed loop process. But when we're talking about open loop recycling, in this case, materials are given a different type of use. For example, the materials from used wooden rails, sleepers, being reused as garden raised beds. So in this case, you add this product and then it's being recycled into something new, So that's pretty much the idea there. And the third one, we have mixed loop. And with mixed loop, you're talking about some materials being reused to make the same type of product, while others being used differently. For example, tires can be remolded, but if they're unsuitable, they can be shredded, metal separated, and the rubber clamp used for road construction. And so that gives you the distinction between the open loop, the closed loop, and the mixed loop in terms of recycling. And all those ones are tied to the circular economy when we're talking about disposal of material. So that was just a quick one. If there is any question, do let me know in the comment section or through any of our social media platform. And I'll see you in the next video.